lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers, and all the sojourners of truth. 144, chosen of the chosen few. You know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth. From my heart to yours, I am Celestial Earth in this divine energy essence of it all. As usual, reporting to you live from nowhere other than the fifth dimension, 5D, in the place to be. Right? And as usual, I bring you the news to infuse if you so choose to infuse with that news. And if not, then you refuse. And when you refuse, be prepared to be fried on the grid, the light grid activation, because it's happening. The light grid is activating. The light frequencies are coming through. I keep telling you all, the light is accelerating. The light energy and information that is coming from our server, the sun, that raw light energy, right? This breath of a life, the Sa, Sekem Sahu, for my comedically inclined, you know what I'm talking about, right? The Sa, which is the breath of life that channels through our Sekem, which is the animated life force energy, which is what we exemplify to become our Sahu, which is the spiritual awareness, the spirit or breath of life in awareness that is risen in its awareness. Ashe, Ashe. So let me come to you with the news today. It's a lot going on. Energetically speaking, it's a lot going on. We got the solar eclipse in Aries that is coming up. And we have this is a new moon solar eclipse. And right behind that, we have the biggest cosmic event ever right about now that's happening. The big cosmic shift of Neptune going into Aries for the first time, because you know it's going to go forward and retrograde a little bit back. You know, it's going to do the same little dance that Pluto was doing over the years of the span of between from March 2023 till now being where it is in Aquarius. This year is a very pivotal year because all of the outer planets are moving into their new signs, beginning new beginnings, coming into 0 degrees. So there is just a lot going on. But what I really want to zero in on and talk about with these frequencies today specifically is the conjunction, the Venus and Neptune conjunction at 29 degrees, right? And remember, 2 and 9 is 11, which is 1, right? 1 and 1, still saying new beginnings. And even the solar eclipse that is coming up is a solar eclipse on the 29th. Again, there's a 29th again, right? And it would be the final round of Neptune at 29 degrees before it goes into 0 degrees. And then the eclipse is also, the new moon is at 9 degrees, a completion. I don't know how much of y'all seeing this, but it's time to wrap it up. It's time to stop playing out here in these spiritual streets. It's really time to wrap it up. We have the energies are saying we have no more time to play, right? You can play if you want to, but again, be prepared to be fried on the grid, right? You can play if you want to, but understand what is really happening. Understand, overstand, and understand, right? And this today, the conjunction is like a doorway. I want to say, I really want to speak a lot about this Venus conjunction with Neptune because it's like a nice little doorway before we get into the eclipse and Neptune moving forward. It's like before Neptune goes forward. This has a lot to do with Neptune going forward, which Neptune is helping us to strip away all illusions. I don't know how many people are recognizing this, missing this, or what. This is why I say I really want to do a video specifically about Neptune's um, journey, right? And how we're journeying with Neptune. But this Venus conjunction with Neptune is allowing us, remember, Venus is in retrograde. Neptune is moving in its direction, but Venus is in retrograde, right? So it's pulling back the wool. It's pulling back the rose-colored glasses on a lot of our eyes about relationships and finances, more specifically relationships. It's really highlighting us changing our perspectives. It's giving us the opportunity and space again. It's like it's opening a door and saying, hey, Final call, all aboard. If you haven't been paying attention to your life, world, and affairs, please pay attention right now. Pay attention to what you validate as a relationship. What is highlighting for you? What is it time for you to get rid of? Um, it's showing us a lot of things, and it's making us re-look, because the veils are very, very thin. Neptune being that spiritual house, that dream house, is helping us to break illusions about how we valued relationships. How did you see the relationship? How did you even see your relationship with money, right? Your finances, everything, all of this. And I've said it before, this is an echo. This is echoing. The Venus retrograde is echoing us putting our perspectives into place ever since the North Node was in Taurus, which is what Venus rules. Taurus, the earth, the material, right? Which is where Uranus is right now, right? Breaking up all kind of stuff, radical changes in the earth, which Uranus is also going to be one of those outer planets that is entering into it's in its last degrees of Taurus right now. So, but I digress. I really want us to focus on today's transit with Venus. Ask yourselves, be very introspective, very reflective in how you have been holding certain relationships that may be um, falling apart. Like, what is it that we needed to learn out of it? This is not the time to be holding on to things because we have certain concepts and comforts in what we want to hold on to. This is not what the energies are saying. The energies are giving us an opportunity to let go and release these old concepts, these illusions that we've been holding on to, right? Neptune is it's the planet of dreams and aspirations, but at the same time, in its shadows, it holds illusions. And so, for a lot of people, for a lot of us that are in the shadows right now, it holds illusions of what we value and what we see as a relationship. So, it's really the doorway that's helping us break the illusions that we need to break before or when Neptune shifts into Aries, right? And this shift is saying something in itself. But we're asking ourselves, this is a time, what I want to say, what not to do, not to make any drastic decisions on whether to, let's say, break up, break it off, cut off people out of your life, or whether to overly indulge and embrace something. It may be someone where you're feeling like, man, I should have said something, and I'm really feeling the love for this person. This is a time to kind of hold off on that and really pay attention to what the Venus retrograde energy is showing you, right? Remember, the planets are all, this is all our cosmic design, and they're all aligned to help us, to guide us if we so choose to allow ourselves to be guided with these energies. Lean not on your own understanding. This is not the time for us to lean on our own understanding. Wisdom in the wind. I hear the ancestors in the wind. Listen, they're saying listen within, go within. This is not the time to lean on your understanding, but open your heart, pay attention to things that you have been witnessing, right? It's not about what we want and the comforts of what we want, but it is about what we have been witnessing. So if someone has been professing, let's say, love to you in a certain way, this is not the time to keep listening to that when you have been bearing witness to something else, right? Remember, Pluto in Aquarius is playing a part in this energy as well. Pluto in Aquarius has been in a sort of sextile with Neptune for a little while, and although it's they're just like orbs or a couple of degrees apart, but the relationship with Pluto and Neptune is that Pluto is the planet of revelation, right? Death to rebirth revelation, hurt your feelings type of revelations, but that truth will set you free if you allow it, if you don't cling on to things and you surrender and you allow the discipline. Have the self-discipline and the surrender that allows the flow of life to grow through you, for you to grow through it, right? And so Pluto is having that, is bringing that revelation, that truth into the illusions. So keeping you, the relationship with Pluto and Neptune has kind of been keeping the with the truths helping you to keep the illusions from straying afar, right? If you choose not to go off in your illusions. So today is really a day you want to pay attention to your dreams. Whatever you've been dreaming, there's certain messages, certain number codes, because the numbers are really holding a lot of truths for us. The mathematics, so to speak, are holding a lot of truths for us. So allow yourself to pay attention as we go through this doorway with this beautiful transit, this conjunction between Neptune and Venus. It's a beautiful relationship that's really allowing us to remove the rose-colored glasses. This is a time to stop trying to hold on to your perfect ideals and concepts and traditions and things that we tend to hold on to. This is a life-changing, lifetimes changing event that is a prepare preparation for what is to come with Neptune moves into Aries. This is very major because Neptune, we're not going to see this again for another 200 and something years. This is a major move, and it's helping this. A lot of spiritual leaders are going to come forth and come forward. And I'm not talking about your regular spiritual leaders, your regular pastors, preachers, and even in the spiritual conscious community. I'm not talking about these regular leaders, because Saturn in Pisces has been here to tear down these illusions in the spiritual community, the spiritual bypassing. This is not the time to spiritual bypass, meaning you're going to do something spiritual to counteract the events or the happenings or the things that you are seeing with this eye right here. The revelations that Pluto is bringing, as Pluto is in the house of Aquarius, it is helping to usher us into the Aquarian age, the age of the knowing, in a rightful way, which means right living with others, with humanity, which is what Aquarius is about. But in order for us to live in rightful ways of humanity in the fifth dimension, we have to release and let go of the old ways and the illusions that have kept us astray and at bay from truth. This is not the time to pick and choose and play with what you want to do with life. You can always do what you want, but what I'm saying in all seriousness of this energy wave, and what the cosmos are guiding us through, this is not the time to play. This is your multiple lifetimes here at stake. Your many lifetimes, as I've been saying. This is not just for this lifetime. The illusions that need to be broken are for multiple lifetimes from past lives. We're being given this opportunity to break these illusions, right? And as well as you do it in this lifetime is well and as expansive as it will expand to your past life, what you're here to really remove out of your karmic trauma, right? So there is a lot of work for us to do. And for those of you who are in the detox to detach, welcome aboard. We had our first meeting already. This is also helping us to detach. This is not about just having a detox through your body and removing toxins out of your body. There are such things as energetic toxins. And so this detox to detach is helping us to detach from personal, egoic, personal attachments for whatever reason we have. This is a no excuse zone. The zone that we're going through right now, the season that we're in right now, is no excuses, no reasons. That means I don't care what excuse you have for why you do what you do. This is not the time. This is not the time for that. This is the time to release every bit of whatever it is you're holding on to. The Venus retrograde is coming here to highlight that for you, while passing through with Neptune to help strip down any illusions that our ego's narrative has built up to protect ourselves. Right? This is not all evil that I'm talking about. I'm talking about just simply trying to preserve yourself and protect yourself. And while we may think we're doing right, we're also doing a lot of damage, right? Peace, love, I see you. I want to join, no problem. You can still join. We're in our transitional week. The official detox, the strict part of the detox kicks in next week after our next meeting on Monday. So you still have time to join. I can catch you up this week. You can email me, divineenergystudio@gmail.com. And this is from those who are even in the workshop. Most of the people in this detox are coming through from the workshop, which is exactly as Spirit highlighted it to me. Don't worry if you weren't in the workshop. Your spirit probably already went before you. And you'll see as we meet and we talk, you'll see that you were probably already here. Remember, time is always simultaneously happening, right? Past, present, and future, even that is an illusion. So you were already here. It was already ordained. It was already for you. You get here when you get here. Sometimes it takes a while for us to physically catch up. But spiritually speaking, you're already there. All right, so Divine Energy Studio, DIVINE, not DE, but DI, studio with no S. So email me, send me your number. When you email me your number to make the process quicker so I can, quickly give you the coordinates and the information. This is what was highlighted to me to have the workshop first. So with this powerful past full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo that was helping us close out some things with our South Node in Virgo, it was needed so that we can transmute some fears. That was the beginning of helping to break up some things and prepare us for the detox. Now it's time to detach. This is the last stretch. These few days, like it's down to days, you all. And I'm not doing this, no fear mongering here. I don't do fear mongering. I don't do doom and gloom, but I do truth. Truth that comes from the root that shows up in our fruits, right? The fruit, it's the fruition. So whatever is showing up is from what we are doing or the lack thereof. So take this time wisely, these last couple of days before Neptune shifts out, right? And we have Venus is passing through in its retrograde. It's passing through a few of them here in Pisces, at the end of Pisces, in the last decan of Pisces here. And the last decan is like the conclusional decan, the analytic decan, right? There are 3 decans in each house. If you haven't heard about it, look into it, right? And so it's closing that out. And as it's retrograding, it conjuncts with Neptune as it's doing right now. It's conjuncts with, I believe it already had its conjunction with the sun. It conjuncts with Neptune. It conjuncts with Saturn. And it will conjunct also with the North Node in Pisces. These are important conjunctions, the relationships that's being had here. And it's really helping us to open up our hearts. The Venus is like that love, that let's say that direct love, the love that we have for each other. It's like that love planet. That's why people say Venus is love. And then we have Neptune is highlighting the bigger aspect, that it's the unconditional love, being in the house of Pisces, the spiritual house. The spiritual house is unconditional love. So as it's retrograding back, it's bringing our, let's say, our more minute love into the big house of love, into unconditional love. So it's asking us to strip our conditions of love and bring it into unconditional love. And to do that, there are 2 things that we need to do: change perspectives and break illusions. Change perspectives to break the illusion, or break the illusion to change the perspective. However it works for you, both must be done. We have to change how we see things, what you value, the way you value things, which was for the most part, we've been programmed. These things have to change. This is all a part of the detaching. Detach from what you think you know to get into the age of the knowing, age of Aquarian, which the Aquarian age is also what is helping to usher us into the 5th dimension, the unity frequency, right? 5D, where everything is in expression. The creation of time in expression. Everything is in the atmosphere. Secrets are an illusion. There are no such thing as secrets, because everything, the veils are so thin, we all see you out here. Everyone is seeing everyone, whether they acknowledge it or not. whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And it is time for us to unveil the multiple levels of the manifold of our soul. This is the soul unfolding journey where it's getting turned up right now, and you're being able to see, you're being able to find the patterns in your karmic work, in your karmic trauma, in your soul's karma. And you find those patterns by paying attention to what has been happening repeatedly. This is why that universal year 8 was showing up like this for everyone. It was to show you what is the repetition in your life. After the 7 universal year of manifestation, what have you been manifesting repeatedly over and over again to come into this universal year of 9 that is a spiritual completion? It's all coming to a completion. Now you're going to see what is. You're being returned to the isness of what is. That's 9. The 9th dimension is being returned to that. Right? So there's so much that is happening with these energies, and we are here to be a part of that, to find ourselves through this divine matrix. As I say that, there were 2 cards as I was going through my cards today, and I said I'm going to share 2 cards with you all, and one of them was the divine matrix. Right? And the divine matrix is actually a crown chakra card, and it's reminding us of this intrinsic design that we are all a part of. It's reminding us to pay attention to the synchronicities in life. Nothing is a coincidence. No thing is an accident. It is all synchronistic, and it is all part of this convoluted universe that we know of. So you can't define it. There's no way you can define this universe, so we just need to stop trying. It is an intrinsic design and a cosmic incline, cosmically designed this way. And the cosmos are here. We are here within the cosmos. I can't even say the cosmos are here like the cosmos came to us. We came to the cosmos. We came through the cosmos. And we are to allow the guidance of the cosmos and paying attention to this. That's the divine matrix. The way the cosmos move through time, the way the planets move through the houses in time as we exist in time, space, reality is like a clock. It's like the hands of the clock. Tick, tick, tock are the hands of the clock. And they are ticking and they are moving, and it's telling the time. It's telling you what time it really is, if you choose to pay attention, and how to harness the best out of your light energy, the light code energy information, the angles of light that are coming through. It is helping us to best find our way. This is a time to stop playing around. For a lot of us, we are at the end of our ropes. For a lot of us, it's saying no more playing around with what you want to do. I've talked to some people, and certain people, this is a season where, hey, I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm not going to help you if you can't help yourself. This is a season where you really got to stop making excuses and stop telling the universe and God, great order of divinity, oh, not right now. I'll do it later, after I pay my bills, after I get this house or get this car. Like, who are you making deals with? This is not the time to be making deals with the universe and telling the universe, wait till I get comfortable. Because we didn't come here to be comfortable. I'm not saying you can't be comfortable, but that should not be the priority. Your spiritual blueprint is at hand. The divine matrix, which you are a part of, is at hand. It's time to get out of mankind's matrix and find the divine matrix, because there is a divine system. Don't let that word matrix scare you. Yes, we should be breaking the matrix of mankind, but there is a divine matrix that operates in the tick-tock of time. And this is the matrix. This is the divine system, the intrinsic design that we want to be a part of. Right? And as we approach this solar eclipse, today is actually the first day, and let me say it now, happy crown chakra day. For those of you who understand, who know of when we do the soul work from the crown going down, right? It's different from the moon, the full moon. With the full moon, we go from the root going up. With the new moon, we go from the crown going down, because we're manifesting with the new moon. And when you manifest, you're drawing forth from the divine idea, from the celestial, from above, from the celestial into the earth, from the heavens into the earth. This is the divine matrix. You're drawing from that well of the divine matrix as your soul star above you, above your crown. Your soul star is your divine plan, is your soul's purpose. We want to draw from that right now. Draw from that infinite well of life to remind you to be a part of the remembering in your soul's journey, to bring down your blueprint into your soul's experience, into your life, world, and affairs, and bringing it into your crown and allowing it to filter through you. So today would be us on our crown chakra day, which is illumination. What divine idea is being illumined in you? And I mean, go for it. I'm talking about divine ideas. Do not limit your divine ideas that are coming from the divine. I don't care what it is. Allow that divine idea to come through you and let it filter through your entire body. Let it come into the light. Let there be light. Let it come from the nothingness, the void of nothingness, which only means you're attached to no particular thing. That's the crown. The crown is no attachment. This is why the detaching is right in alignment. The biggest block of the crown is being attached, personal attachments. This is what we want to let go of. Personal and egoic attachments, the misappropriated ego that has a narrative for you to save yourself every time. This is not the time to want to save yourself in that way. This is a time to expose yourself. Expose the lies that the narrative has been telling us to keep us safe and warm in our cozy little comforts. Kick that blanket off. It's time to be a little uncomfortable so that you can detach from these personal attachments that keep you blocked from interconnectivity. The crown is about connectivity. The divine matrix, you won't be able to attain it without interconnectivity, without having the misappropriated ego be put to death. Down with that ego so that you can rise in your wise ego, which is in alignment with the divine matrix, which is in alignment with your soul's assignment. This is that time, right? And the second card that I pulled was Great Big Love, which is a heart chakra card. And why this is important, because this is the tool that we need to use. As I mentioned before, unconditional love. We need great big love. So when we allow the retrograde of Venus to break the illusions that we've been holding in Neptune, we will see our great big love coming out of the house of Pisces, the spiritual house. Great big love. We need to carry that before Neptune goes into Aries. Because y'all know Aries is that fire sign. Aries is a cardinal. Aries is ready to get it started by any means necessary. We're not here to play Aries type of energy. And Neptune is ready to go forward with that. But before we do so, get your great big heart. Open your heart. We need to operate from our heart. And I'm not talking about whimsical, flimsy love. I'm talking about unconditional love. We need to expand our heart. Practice physically doing it. Open your chest cavity. Sit up, take deep breaths, and feel your chest opening up. Do yoga exercises that open your chest. You can look up heart chakra yoga exercises. There's some out there. And allow that to stretch you and open your heart. Expand your heart chakra, meaning remove yourself from any condemnation, whether self-condemnation or condemnation of others, judgment of self or judgment of others. There's a difference between discernment and judgment. You can discern, but judge not others and judge not yourself, where you're beating on yourself or you're casting yourself down. This is a time to expand the heart through forgiveness, giving love forward. This retrograde in Venus is going to be bringing up some stuff for you all. It's going to be bringing up stuff for all of us. It's going to bring up things, people who have wronged you in a certain way, and it's giving you the opportunity and space in this time-space reality to exercise and practice forgiveness not for them, but so that you can release the holes that it has as it ties your energy together. You want to release that. And it won't be done if you still have unforgiveness, if there's something that still bothers you, whatever it is that they did. This is the time to find great big love, unconditional love. I'm not saying you have to be best friends. I'm not saying you got to be oh so lovey-dovey with them. I'm saying there has to be a love that breaks away the disgust, the disdain, the judgment that holds you in negative vibrations and low frequencies, that holds you into illusions as well. It will keep the ego's misappropriated narrative, will still have a grip on you until you release it. It is time to release so that you can have a release on life. It is time to open a new lease in your soul, releasing your soul into your soul's sovereignty, into your true freedom. But it's not going to be done if we're holding on. If we have those rose-colored glasses, stop trying to see the best in those who are not showing up as their best. I'm not saying don't like them. I'm saying stop lying to yourself about what is really and truly happening with them and between them. Ashe? This is a time to be very real and true with self and asking yourself, what is this to me? Being really honest with yourself and not just saying, oh, I'm going to do this, and that's the spiritual bypassing. I'm talking to my spiritual people specifically. Do not think because you're doing a ritual, a spiritual ritual, or whatever it is that you think that you're doing, that that's the right thing. There has to be true accountability. There has to be a true recognition, a re-knowing, an awareness, a sahu, a spiritual awareness that brings you to the truth of what is really happening and allows you to have accountability and break free from however that holds inside of you. Break those heartstrings that have you misappropriatedly attached to people, places, and things in a way that is not allowing you to have great big love, expanded love in the spiritual house, and breaking all illusions, no matter what these things may be telling you, no matter what you've been through. Do not hold on to those reasons and excuses. Be able to look in the mirror and tell yourself that's an excuse. And I'm not going to let that reason or excuse, no matter how true it may be, hold me back from the exposure, the revelation that needs to take place to break me free, to change the perspective so I can truly see my freedom and my authentic authority that I walk in. This is a new paradigm. This is a new shift. There's a new wind blowing. But before we can embrace it, and I want to be clear with this because a lot of people think that, oh, new moon, oh, some great things are coming. Great things are coming. But that's after you release the dysfunctions, the disharmonies, all that is malevolent behaviors and actions. We must release that. Ashe? So get into your energy today. Do a meditation. Do a reflection, introspection. But allow this Venus and Neptune conjunction to open the doorway for you to just bust it wide open, and be able to see the all-knowing, the knowledge. Put your triangle right here and be able to see the truth that is there for you and know what illusions need to be broken. I can't say that enough. Break illusions, break illusions, break illusions. Change perspective, change perspective, change perspective. A lot of the things that a lot of us are dealing with is because we refuse to let go, detach, so that we can change our perspective. Allow Venus to just knock those rose-colored glasses off of you and the things that you want to hold on to. Allow yourself to be your own critic right now, to be very strict with yourself. Be that strict parent to yourself that says, I don't care how you feel. Look yourself in the mirror and say, F your feelings. Right now, I don't care how you feel. I'm not saying ignore your feelings, but do not allow these feelings to block you from doing what needs to be done. Allow the feelings to indicate to you and to instruct to you what is really happening behind this, in the energy that is behind this, and let it not take control of you. Let you stand firm in the truth of who you are here to become in the comings of life. Ashe? So, if you haven't already done so, you see Aunt got in it already. Send your information, send your number if you haven't already done so, and if this message hit you, if it resonates with you, it's not too late to get into the detox to detach, which we are doing right now to work with these energies and turn them over, especially before the solar eclipse and Neptune making its big move into Aries. Ashe? So if it's for you, divineenergystudio@gmail.com. Send your name, send your number, what it is that you want to do, because some people are still, will let me know if it's for the calendar, the detox to detach. Send that in there. It's never too late. It's never too late for us to, be great. Be great and elevate. Ashe. And be a part of this love that we create, co-create, procreate. Ashe. So with that said, love you all. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light. Be great and let your flames ignite. Ashe.